I got folks trying to.
Peace, love, and light, family. Peace, love, and light, and protection. I'm sending everybody protection, love, and prosperity. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, click like, subscribe, share. Oh, yeah. What's going down, everybody? It's your boy King Key from the motherfucking 713 already, okay? I forgot the introduction, you know what I'm saying? You know how I be coming with the introduction. I had forgot about it just for a second. I did. But peace, love, and light to y'all. I hope y'all having a wonderful day. A prosperous mindset today. And I'm just wishing you nothing but peace, love, light, and blessings, okay? So, I was just meditating. I just got through out of a beautiful, deep meditation. And I just thought to myself, as I was meditating, sometimes we let our minds or our thoughts overpower how we feel or how we can control how we feel. So what I mean by that is, when we think too hard about certain things, and sometimes thinking too hard can stop you from doing what you got to do at that present moment, right? Sometimes we've been thinking too hard on certain things that it's just out of our control. We want it to happen, but it won't happen because all of a sense we're just thinking way too hard. And I feel like, in my personal opinion and my personal experience, when you're not thinking so hard on certain things, it's easier for a lot of things to flow, right? Because, like I said, you could be thinking about something and you could thinking about it to the point when you just push yourself into a place that you don't want to go, or your energy, you feel like your energy is getting depleted because you just thinking about it too hard, or what you trying to make it do, but it won't. And I feel like we just have to be conscious aware of all the thoughts that we have flowing through our brains, right? And at the end of the day, sometimes we be having thoughts that might be like, man, why am I thinking this? Or you might be just sitting down with yourself with your eyes closed, trying to figure out, why am I thinking this? Why is this negative thoughts come to my brain? I feel like at the end of the day, we have to let our thoughts flow too. We have to let our thoughts flow, but not wander in our thoughts to the point where we just feel like, oh, this got to happen. We got to make this happen. We got to make it happen, but it's not happening because we thinking it too hard. So what I'm trying to say is, let your thoughts flow. Let your thoughts flow. Positive and negative, let them flow. Because at the end of the day, once you realize of how to control of what to let your mind perceive as positive and negative, and once you learn how to let positive thoughts come in and push the negative thoughts out, everything would just be easier, from physically to spiritually, all the way down to mentally, right? If you find yourself trying to do something and you feel like you can't do it off the sense you're thinking too hard, stop doing it, breathe a few times, and release anything that's negative that you feel like that's stopping you from doing what you got to do all the sense because you thinking negative thoughts. You know how many times that we do something or we're about to do something, but as we're doing it, we feel like we're not doing it right because off the sense we just thinking too hard, but we really doing it right. Sometimes thinking too hard could just make you feel like you don't know what to do or how to do it. So at the end of the day, I feel like we just need to really just sit down with ourselves and just let our thoughts flow and understand the positive and negative and just let them flow. Release all the thoughts. Release all of them. Another way of releasing thoughts too is writing them down. If you feel like you're getting to a point when you just thinking too hard to the point, oh my gosh, this is hurting me and I know it is, write it down. Talking to myself too, write it down. Write it down, and if it's a negative thought, write it down and release them negative thoughts. Release them negative thoughts. Write it down and allow yourself to release them thoughts that do not serve you. Because if you holding on to negative thoughts that you know that you don't need to be holding on to, that could stop you from doing a lot of great things with yourself. That could stop you from doing a lot of great things off the sense you thinking way too hard and you letting your thoughts be more than what they gotta be. Sometimes thoughts is just literally just having certain things that you're just thinking about coming towards you, or just things just flowing towards your brain. Okay, at the end of the day, we have to understand our brain is like a computer, right? Knowing unknowingly, we pick up information every day. We pick up information every day with ourselves, with the world, and just with the people around us. We pick up information every day. Sometimes it could be jibber jabber information, and sometimes it could be valid information. And sometimes that jibber jabber information, if you sit there and actually let it flow, can actually help you with something else. So I feel like we just have to let everything flow. Let everything just flow like a current, like a river. Just let it flow. Don't dwell in our thoughts. And that's the thing. A lot of people dwell in their thoughts too much, man. You dwell on a thought that you feel like that is out of your control to the point, man, you will become the thought. It will consume you. So what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to think. It's okay to have thoughts. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to think for yourself. You're supposed to have certain things to think about, or certain thoughts come to your brain. But it's not okay just to sit and dwell on thoughts that do not serve you and thoughts that can hurt you, right? So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, find different ways to release thoughts that do not serve you of the highest white light, right? If you got to meditate for an hour, then get into your book and write down of the thought that you was feeling before you meditated, do that. Do that. Look at that thought on that piece of paper and ask yourself, why was I thinking like this? Was it something that I was doing before that had me thinking like this? Was it somebody that I was around that had me thinking like this? Sit there and dwell with yourself and ask yourself, what is having me thinking like this? Was it the TV show I had watched that had me thinking like this? Was it the food? It's something. And once you realize what is making your brain or even your spirit, program yourself just not to think so hard at certain things, man. Sometimes we push ourselves to think so hard on some things that it just messes us up. It messes us up and it has us all over the place. You're not trying to be all over the place. You're just trying to be at one place at a time. Because when you all over the place, when you let your mind be all over the place, you're lost. Now you're in a sense of lost. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to correctly move, forward with the thoughts that you got going on. You're just everywhere. So control your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts control you, but you control them. They will happen in your brain. They will flow in your brain. But at the same time, don't let them consume you to the point when you beat yourself up and make yourself feel like you're worthless. No. Meditate, pray, and release. Meditate, pray, and release. Write it down, release that. Okay? All that being said, peace, love, and light, family. Just wanted to share that beautiful message as I was meditating. I'm like, this would be a beautiful message, right? I was meditating and I was just letting my thoughts, let them flow. From positive to negative, I was letting them flow. But at the same time, I was letting myself know to release any negativity that do not serve me. Release it all. Release it. Okay? I'm not going to lie to y'all. Meditation helps with that. Meditation, exercising, or even just a sense of just writing down how you feel can help you release thoughts that just that you could just overcome. Right? Overcome. If you have a sense of thought, I'm going to list a few examples. If you have a sense of thought of, oh man, I really want to go and do this, but I feel like that I can't do it. You feel like you can't do it. Is it that you feel like you can't do it or you think you can't do it? Ha! Because what if you change your perspective into, okay, well, I might not feel like I want to do it, but I know I can do it. I might feel like I don't want to do it, but I know deep in my spirit, in my mind, that I can do it. So therefore, once you change your perspective of knowing that you can do something, you know what I'm saying, of feeling that you can't, it just helps. Be your self-motivation. It helps. Stop beating yourself up to the point where you just feel like you just, oh, okay. The more that you say that you can't do something, that's exactly when you're going to be. That's exactly how it's going to be. I learned a few days ago, whatever you concentrate your energy on, of being consistent with it, that's what's going to happen. If you constantly concentrate your energy of you're not going to be great, you're not going to be great. If you constantly concentrate your energy of, oh, I can't do this and oh, I can't do this and I can't do that, then you have to sit down there and ask yourself, what can you do? Because you're saying a lot of what you can't do, but what can you do? What can you do if you put your mind, your body, and your spirit to it? But all that being said, family, peace, love, and light, I just want to let y'all know this. Be mindful of your thoughts, you know. Be mindful of them and just, you know, it's okay to think what you think. It's okay to have certain thoughts float through your brain. It's okay. It's just not okay just to sit up there and just wonder in them, though. It's not okay to do that. So act on them. Release them in a way that can help you be better. And just remember who you are. Remember who you are, okay? All that being said, if y'all haven't already, go ahead, click like, subscribe. Make sure y'all turn that notification bell on so every time I drop content, you will be notified. Feel free to comment. And if you resonate with this video, definitely feel free to comment. All that being said, peace, love, and light, family. I love y'all. Peace.